His Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi, has finally taken the baby lawyer, Deji, to court. Now, this whole court process is going to be very interesting because Mr. Peter Obi did not sue Deji in a court in Abuja where Deji is domiciled, but in a court in Onitsha, Anambra State. This means that Deji will have to pay huge money transporting himself from Abuja to Anambra State. If he has so much money, he will pay for flight from Abuja to Anambra State or probably go by road. Peter Obi suing for 1.5 billion naira defamatory suit. Peter Obi does not need this money. Peter Obi just wants to teach him a lesson. Peter Obi wants him to go through what ordinary Nigerians are going through. Spend that money and see what Nigerians spend when they travel by air or what they experience when they travel by road, because I don't think Deji is doing all of that. He's just sitting in Abuja there constituting nuisance. So Peter Obi is trying to let him understand the reason why Peter Obi is in politics, because he wants to change all of this. But yet Deji and co, they are all in Abuja constituting nuisance against the person of Mr. Peter Obi. And I've seen some ignorant comments saying that Peter Obi does not have a right to decide where the court proceeding will take place, that it will be moved to Abuja. Well, all these are ignorant takes, and most people are very ignorant. That's the reason why they do and say whatever they want to say. Even Deji, I am sure he's very ignorant, because if he's not ignorant, he would have apologized to Mr. Peter Obi when Peter Obi asked him to apologize. I'm sure he didn't see this coming. I'm sure he wasn't even aware that this whole court proceedings will be taking place in Anambra State. He thought it would be in Abuja as usual. But this is the reason why Peter Obi is suing him in Anambra State. Deji accused Mr. Peter Obi of fraud, of investing Anambra State money in his personal business, in his family business. Peter Obi was a governor of Anambra State. So what this means is that the crime that Deji accused Peter Obi of was committed in Anambra State. So this is the reason why he's being sued in Anambra State. So by the time he is done transporting himself from Abuja to Anambra State, body go tell him. And he would definitely learn never to have any issue with a billionaire, especially one in Nigeria. Not to talk about Mr. Peter Obi that have spent years to build a future and name for himself. Deji just wants to use his social media to destroy that brand name that Peter Obi holds so dearly of. Let us look at the writ of summon and what Deji is being accused of. Now I want you to take a very close look at the beginning. It says, in the High Court of Anambra, in the Onitsha Judicial Division, holding at Onitsha, between Mr. Peter Gregory Obi and Mr. Deji Adeyanju. It's so unfortunate that the name of Peter Obi is appearing in the same sentence with Deji Adeyanju, like Peter Obi and Deji Adeyanju in the same sentence. So unfortunate. That's what politics does in Nigeria. Politics is a leveler. But let's continue. To Mr. Deji Adeyanju of D4 Makuru Close, Wuse 11, Amak, FCT Abuja, you are hereby commanded that within 42 days after the service of this writ on you, inclusive of the day of such service, you do cause an appearance to be entered for you in the High Court of Anambra State, in the Onitsha Judicial Division, in an action of suit of Mr. Peter Obi, and take notice that in default of so doing, the plaintiff may proceed therein, and judgment may be given in your absence. Now let us go straight to Mr. Peter Obi's claim. Number 1. A declaration that all allegations made and published by the defendant concerning the plaintiff on the defendant's various social media platforms, including without limitations, his X, formerly Twitter handle, and his verified Facebook account, Instagram account, are false, baseless, unfounded, malicious, reckless, scandalous, and defamatory of the plaintiff. 2. An order compelling the defendant within 7 days of the judgment of this honorable court to publish a full, unreserved, and unequivocal apology to the plaintiff on all the defendant's social media handles in at least 3 widely circulated national daily newspapers in Abuja and on all television, online, and print platforms, including Channels Television, his YouTube page, TVC News Nigeria, Arise News, and any other outlet where the interview or publication appear, expressly retracting the false and defamatory statement and acknowledging the injury caused to the plaintiff's reputation and public image. 3. an order compelling the defendant to immediately retract and delete from all his social media platforms, including but not limited to his X handle, his verified Facebook account, Instagram account, and any other online platform or site, all false and malicious publications describing the plaintiff with derogatory labels, including leader of a mob, religious bigot, fraud, scum, political fraud, political prostitute, allegations of financial misconduct, dishonesty, or abuse of office, which have harmed the plaintiff's personal, political, and professional reputation. Understand that the plaintiff here is referring to Mr. Peter Obi, while the defendant here is Deji Adeyonju. Number 4. An order of perpetual injunction, restraining the defendant, whether by himself, his servant, agent, previous representative, assigns, or through any media or online platform whatsoever, from publishing, broadcasting, or causing to be published or broadcast any defamatory words or materials against the plaintiff. 5. Aggravated and or exemplary damages in the sum of 500 million naira against the defendant for his reckless, malicious, and persistent course of conduct in publishing and republishing the defamatory words complained of, circulated to disparage and ridicule the plaintiff before the Nigerian public, polity, and international community. 6. General damages in a sum of 1 billion naira against the defendant, being compensation for the harm, ridicule, odium, emotional distress, and reputational injury suffered by the plaintiff as a result of the defendant's defamatory publications. 7. Cost of litigation and professional fees incurred by the plaintiff in instituting this suit. I don't even see Deji Adeyonju coming out from this, in as much as we know that the Nigerian court is a bit biased and corrupt. But the emotional and financial stress of this court case is going to take a toll on Deji Adeyonju. Number 1, I don't even think they have the money to prosecute this case. Aside the fact that this case will be taking place in Onitsha and Deji Adeyonju is going to spend a huge sum of money to transport himself from Abuja to Onitsha, not just in transportation, but in paying hotel bills, transporting his lawyers as well. Deji Adeyonju is also meant to pay the litigation fee of Mr. Peter Obi. That is, if Peter Obi win the case in court, Deji Adeyonju will be meant to pay all the fees Peter Obi pay in prosecuting this case. And I think this court case is timely. It's really needed because these guys, these lots need to be taught a lesson. Because if you don't teach them a lesson, we will create a political environment where many Nigerians will see what they are doing as an opportunity to rise to stardom. They will see defamatory as a way of rising to the top. These guys, Deji Adeyonju, Reno Omokri, Daniel Bwala, Showere, they have taken this thing to a whole new level. They've seen harassment, defamatory as a way of being relevant in the Nigerian politics. They are using it to start relevant so that they can be recruited by the government in center. And I'm sure these guys are under the payroll of the government in center. They are being used to cause harm to opposition politicians in this country. They see this as crews. You see someone like Mr. Peter Obi, who has dedicated himself to serving ordinary Nigerians, who has dedicated himself to ensure that he repositions Nigeria to the path of growth and prosperity, to take power away from the corrupt politicians that are misusing and mismanaging the resources of this country, and hand it over to the people that need that power. And all you could think to encourage him and support him is to attack him, to label him fraud, to use all manner of derogatory names against him. Peter Obi is not even in government. He has never held any post at the national level. As a governor in Anambra State, his legacy is there for everyone to see. Peter Obi emerged as one of the best performing governors during his time as a governor of Anambra State. The only governor in this country that is not taking pension, when other governors are passing laws into the State House of Assembly to be taking bogus revenue as pensions home. Peter Obi is not taking one pension from Anambra State. When other governors are taking every land available in their state, Peter Obi did not take one single land in Anambra State. When other governors are leaving behind prestige, they are creating godfatherism in their state. Look at what is happening in Rivers State because of godfatherism. That state was grounded for 6 months. The governor was removed by the president, and a state of emergency was declared in Rivers State because of godfatherism. But Mr. Peter Obi destroyed godfatherism in Anambra State and left without installing anyone as his successor. The only governor after leaving office in Nigeria that is so passionate about our healthcare and education. He's using his own personal money to renovate and equip healthcare and schools across the country, visiting IDP camps, helping to alleviate the pains and sufferings of the people. The only governor in this country without any trace of corruption in him, rather than supporting him, rather than ensuring that this man gets to the highest level in this country. You are out there defaming him. Okay, you have your evidence now. Go to court and prove your evidence. Even the same person that you claim took you to meet Mr. Peter Obi has come out to debunk everything you said. This man said there was nothing like that happened between you and Peter Obi when you visited Peter Obi, and even called you before all of this to warn you to desist from attacking and labeling Mr. Peter Obi with such derogatory words. But you've consistently continued to attack and defame the person of Mr. Peter Obi. Now you have to go to court and prove your claim. Maybe you all thought Peter Obi was joking because he did not sue Bayo Onanuga, because he did not sue Premium Times for everything they wrote against him. You did not know how it was resolved. You didn't know if they reached out to him. Look at Bayo Onanuga, for instance. Bayo Onanuga has never criticized or say anything ridiculous against Mr. Peter Obi ever since Peter Obi threatened to take him to court. I am sure these people realized that they were making a mistake. I am sure they realized that they were at fault. I am sure they tendered an apology to Mr. Peter Obi. But you, Deji Adenji, you felt that you are too big to apologize. You felt that you have not wronged anyone, and you felt that you have your own evidence. Yeah, Mr. Peter Obi has now taken you to court, so you can now come and prove your evidence against him. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.